Hey guys, welcome back to the game of Jump Dash. Once again, last time I made no progress. It was a sad time. It was a relatively consistent run until I think it was the beginning and the end that sucked. That tends to be the same every single time. So if I have to get into it, do okay, then suck. It's just sort of how I work. I don't know why, it just is. But, you know, it's like, I'm just, like I said, I need to get into it, and then I slowly get worse. I'm okay. I survived the sneeze, and I survived in the game after the sneeze. And then I died. But still, the sneeze didn't exactly hinder me. It just sort of, you know, it wasn't very good. Of course, within the first minute of recording, I get a sneeze. I haven't sneezed in days. That was awful. My finger was meant to click multiple times, instead it clicked once and held it. And it did release, kinda, but not fully, which, you know, wasn't ideal. But, oh well, it's alright. It's alright. So far, like, every death has just been like, well, I suck, or well, I accidentally did this, or well, I freaking sneezed, and it threw me off. Like, I survived the sneeze, like I said, but then I got thrown off. Because, you know, sneezes are not ideal, because, you know, you usually close your eyes while sneezing. Some people don't, and we don't speak of them, but most people blink when they sneeze. And, you know, I did that, so I couldn't see. Which isn't ideal. I sort of memorized where it was in my head, which kept me alive. It didn't jump. Good job, game. Good start. Oh, that was just horrible. Yeah, the first death of wasn't my fault. Game didn't jump. Had that same issue in Fortnite earlier. But oh well. Like, it's just, I was in a base and it's like, jump! Nah, I don't feel like it. Wasn't even crouched that time either. It just didn't jump, which was very nice. And snipers seem to just never reload anymore. Unless you force them to reload. I don't know if that's an update or a bug. It seems like sometimes they'll auto-reload, sometimes they just won't reload at all. Which is a little confusing. And kind of annoying. Like, the amount of times now where I've just had my my sniper out and just let it auto-reload and it just sat there. I'm like, what are you doing? Reload, please. I don't want to have to press R every single time because, you know, you have one bullet to put in you. So it's going to take a freaking long time. Well, it's going to take a lot of extra time on my part to just keep pressing that goddamn button. You know? So, don't do that thing. It's not a nice thing to do. Oh, I need to... It didn't jump. Game. Don't do it to me multiple times. Once is more than enough. That was impressive. I clicked twice. The first click, for some reason, the jump was delayed. Like, I clicked, then it jumped after I clicked. So I'm a little confused. Like, it was a considerable amount. Like, that's why it's so late. I clicked sort of early-ish. Well, not early, I mean, like, normal time. And then it jumped really late. So, I'm a little confused. A little baffled, a little bit mind-boggled, but that's okay. Aren't most of us? God damn it. I moved my finger up after clicking and it hit the top of my desk and my hand was like, oh my god, what just happened? So then it clicked again when it reflexed away. Cause my brain forgot there's a bit above my hand, so when I accidentally click that, yeah, that happens. Oops. I clicked so fast and it died. And that was in the upside down section, so it should have gone down rather than up. But you know what? Screw it. It's fine. It's absolutely fine. It's absolutely fine. That time it died from clicking too fast when I clicked too fast. Which I kind of appreciate because it doesn't always do that. So thanks, game. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. But anyway, it's like Fortnite topic. This is essentially like... Didn't pull up. Like, Northern Lion has Isaac to just say random stuff. I have Fortnite. Well, not Fortnite. I have Geometry Dash to just speak openly about topics. And I always have the same topics, but, you know. topics to update each day. It's anything the news, but the news of my life with video games. So no one really cares. Also, stop yawning, please. Like, I'm not even tired. The yawns are real. So, rip that. But yeah, Fortnite, it was okay today. It wasn't amazing, but it wasn't great. Like, it had its moments where it's like, that was good. It has moments like, what are you doing, game? Me and Marty had some good rounds with 50-50s. Like, I got like 4 kills in one of them, and then I died because the game didn't work. Like, I was crouched behind a ramp, and a dude below me, like just downhill slightly, on his own ramp, somehow shotgunned me. And then I teleported up to the top of the ramp after I was knocked. I'm like, that's not where I was originally located. Is that where the game thought I was, and that's how I got killed? I don't know, because either way, the game screwed me over. Like, me and Marley were sort of the only 2 decent players on our team, because the rest of our team seemed to suck and died really quickly. And I killed a lot of their team, because, like, both teams seemed to be pretty bad. Some players were okay, but a lot of them were bad. They just sit down looting, while we were in bases on the hill and just sniping down on them. I killed quite a few people with sniping. Then 2 people came up to me and Marley. I shotgun one of them in the head after Marley got knocked. Went for the other one. And yeah, I died like I said. Because I got shotgunned while I was behind a wall. Well, behind a ramp. That's happened a lot today, being shot through walls. Because me and the other friend earlier had a couple of games, and in Tilted, there's these stairs in buildings that, I don't know, they go up, because, you know, that's what stairs do. Like, stairs don't really go up or down, they just sort of go wherever you want to. If you're up, they go down. If you're down, they go up. But either way, it's sort of the stairs that wind, and they go half up on one side, half down. No, they go up in one direction, and then they just rotate 180 degrees and go up in the other direction. Just, you know, to save space and whatnot, so they're not really steep stairs. And the amount of times today I've been knocked while on one side of the stairs. Too fast. I was a little too fast, god damn it. But yeah, the amount of times that I've been on, like, the highest point of the stairs, and someone's been the whole way looking at the lower part of the stairs, and they've knocked me, and I'm like, what? It's really bugged me. Because, you know, as far as I'm concerned, like, they shot me a bunch before I went around the corner. I go around the corner, and then I get knocked. One of the times, I was just peeking someone around the corner, and they just shot me, and I'm like, but, I'm round the corner. One part of me saying, like, how the hell did you know I was there? And the other half saying, like, how did you hit me? And the other half saying, why is it not going and jumping on that point? Stupid. Yeah, it wasn't great, but we did win a round earlier. I only had 3 kills, he had 9. But I did save his life at points. And we almost both died because he, like, I think his computer, like, timed out or something, and it stopped working for a second, so he got knocked. And then I managed to just kill the guy that knocked him. And I shouldn't have killed him because the game just was dying at the time, which wasn't very good. Like, that was the moment where I said I jumped and it didn't jump. I was building and it kept building the wrong things. Like, I press X and it's building with ramps which is on C, and it's like, what are you doing? Why? Don't do these things. Had some good snipes in that round as well, though, which was nice. Like, I remember we were just having a nice time, and then, you know, there was a dude in the distance who I sniped, just barely missed his head, thought it was solo, then his teammate comes along, then we eventually beat them, and another team was up on us, and I knocked one of their teammates with a snipe to the head, of course. Then my friend finished off the other guy. Later in the game, the guy that ended up knocking my friend, like I said, I was like, goddamn, I was clicking really fast and it went too low. What do you mean? Yeah, my friend, the guy knocked my friend early in the match. I shot him in the face, and by face I mean chest. I barely missed his freaking face, and he had no shield, so he was really, really low on health. And then there's people on a different hill shooting at them/us, who I ended up sniping, and my friend was like, well, damn, and then we ended up rushing them. And they got the res in the time that we were going up there, but luckily my friend had a grenade launcher, and, you know, they didn't like the fact that a grenade launcher and knocked their friend again. And then I ended up sniping the last guy that was up on that team, not quite on the head, and then we ended up just killing him with a rifle. Then we go for the other team again. I'm pretty sure my friend knocked down one of them after I barely missed the shot. And then the no skin does the thing like I mentioned, and yeah. He kept freaking baiting me into shots. It was so annoying because I kept barely missing. He'd go out for a while, and as I take the shot, he moves. I'm like, god damn it. Like, it wasn't like he reflexed to move, because humans, I don't believe, have that kind of reflex time. He just sort of, you know, got quite lucky on repeat. It was quite funny. 1 second. God, I was clicking really quickly again. It went down. This makes no sense. Makes no sense, man. God damn it. But yeah, it was good. Then it was like no one else left. Well, there's like 3 people left that weren't us. There's a solo and a duo. I ended up sniping one of them, barely missing the head once again, so they weren't quite knocked. And the solo was behind their base, and they ended up killing them. And then they were both behind their base, and then my friend just fired in a bunch of grenades, and, well, it destroyed the wall, and then a grenade blew up both of them because they both had low health. So then he had 9 kills, and I had 3. Pardon me. And by the way, the guy that knocked him down earlier, I ended up shotgunning in the face. That's how I killed him. And it was a clean headshot for like 33 damage, and earlier in the round, I don't know if it was even that round. No, it wasn't. It was a different round where there was like, it was ridiculous because I landed at the apartment building and the game was just like, have about 6 people that aren't even on each other's teams. I had like 5 or 6 people at least on separate teams. Like, someone landed on the roof who I shotgunned, and I think he ended up going in the building after that. When I jumped into the sort of balcony, there was 2 people, knocked both of them, neither of them on the same team. So at this point there is 3 people that were on separate teams. So I end up, like, and one of the people I only knock because the game sucks. Like, I headshot him, point blank range, he was just standing still trying to break his way into the wall. It does 22 damage. A clean, 100% perfect headshot, 22 damage. It counts as headshot for once, but it did 22 damage. That was a perfect headshot. From a ridiculously close range. Like, they were probably a quarter of a square, a quarter of a floor tile in Fortnite away from me. And it did 22 damage. Needless to say, I was not very happy about that. And then I just found no shotgun ammo anywhere. And then I go in the building and find someone else, and then they get knocked as well. So at this point, we're at like 5 people, 6 people, including me, that were in that building, and all just on their own, without their teammates. It was just a moment of, too many. And then I only have 2 shotgun shells left. I end up going towards where my friend was on the other side of Tilted, who had 2 people on him. Put one person very low on health. It did jump again. I don't understand why. But yeah, I had him on the other side Tilted. Went to him, put one person 1 shot away from being knocked. Then I went up to him and knocked him with my submachine gun. The other dude, I'm not quite so lucky with, and he's a bit of a douche. So I shoot him for 90 something with my shot. You miss him with the next one. I think actually I did hit him with the next one. He was really low on health. I get out my pistol, and well, because you know I only had 2 shots in my shotgun, and but before I get a chance to shoot, because he had a tactical, he knocked me, and then instantly tore me after I leave his friend sitting there and be nice. He freaking tore me. I don't understand why people get so orgasmic about a single kill in Fortnite. Because then my friend ends up just one-shotting him with a rifle through the window. Because like I said, he was really low on health. So I was a little unhappy. Because it was another round where it was going really well. And just people just tear. They don't allow me to play the game, even though they pretty much know they're not going to be able to play anymore. Like, you know. It was not very nice. I only tear people for ammo, resources, or if they're going to be rezzed mid-fight. But if it's like, okay, your teammate's not here, you're in my face, like if it's within shotgun distance, it's probably just a stupid tear. If it's a long-range one, and it's like, okay, we need to kill him, so it's a 1v2 fight, making it easier, then fine. I'm okay with that. But, you know, it kind of sucks. Another round me and my friend had quite a while ago, I don't know if I mentioned this. I remember he was rezzing me, so I got knocked, and people on a freaking hill broke the wall down that was protecting us from them. And he ends up just killing me, rather than my friend who was rezzing me and visible. And I'm like, you didn't even knock me in the first place. You're not getting the kill credit. What are you doing? I was a little mad about it. Like, my friend was just sitting there, and they had snipers. So they could have just lined up the headshots, he was sitting still, killed him, and it would have been fine. But instead, they decided to go for me, a guy that is not even up. It made basically no sense. But anyways, back to what I was talking about today. Yeah, they tore me and then my friend one-shot them. It's like, well, thanks. Because if it's in a situation where you're basically holding the knocked person hostage, I find that fair. It's like, yeah, come save your friend, or don't. And it's just, I find that okay. You know? And sometimes it's just like, well, rip. Because I'm torn. It doesn't feel good. It really does not. I don't know what I was doing. I held the button. For some reason my brain thought I had to go up on that one, even though it clearly wasn't that one. No, made a horrible mistake. It was an horrible mistake, I tell you. But yeah, today was okay. It wasn't ideal, but it was okay. Building's still glitching out as always. But only for me, other people know. There was a person at some point in the game where I had a rifle and I was shooting at them from probably 20 meters distance, maximum, possibly less, probably less to be honest. Fired about 27 shots I think at them before they died. And I was on target with all of them. They weren't building anything, they were noobs, or noobs I say, they were a noob. And I had to fire that many shots for them to die. It was really annoying, to say the least. I had to waste 27 shots when all I needed was 4. And they weren't that far away. %, man! 80%! Could have gone further, but I went up a little faster than I should have done. We made progress though. I'm happy. 80% feels like 1,000,000% closer than 79. God. But yeah. Whatever I was saying, that happened. What was I saying? I don't know. But either way, there was stuff and things that happened today. I remember at one point something really funny happened to Andy in 50v50s, where one person knocked out a piece of floor under like 3 of Andy's teammates, including her, They all just fell and got knocked, and there was just a dude in a build right next to them that didn't res them, and then suddenly we noticed there was an enemy in there with them, and they just got in a fight, and then they died. And it's quite funny, because all the people that were knocked next to Andy, they all just sat up against the wall watching the fight through it. It was so funny, like, they were all just facing the same direction, looking at the wall. It was great. It looked so beautiful. Oh yeah, and there's something I really have to mention about how lucky Andy gets in Fortnite. In 50-50s, she was landing at Fatal Fields and accidentally landed in a tree. And I was like, oh god, be careful, like, you might take full damage and die. Then she hears a twinkly noise and looks to her left, and there's a freaking llama in the tree she accidentally landed in. Accidentally landed in a tree, and there happens to be a freaking llama in it. Like, what are the odds of that? It blew my mind, and I was just like, I'm pretty mad right now. Because she gets rounds where she gets llamas in trees accidentally, and, you know, she can just walk around and win a squads game on her own because everyone else dies to the blue. And I just end up getting gods of the video game and the worst bullet spread known to man. Like, another round we had today, I fired, I think, 30 plus bullets out of an LMG at a guy from 10 meters and under. And every single bullet missed. Every single one. The only one that hit was the first one, because I actually aimed it and, you know, used first shot accuracy. He had nothing on him. It wasn't 50v50s. But every single shot missed. So I ended up saying, screw this, and got out my rifle. Because I couldn't be bothered to aim, so I was like, yeah, just use the LMG, just spray, dead, done. But every bullet missed. I swear enemies think I'm a worse aim than I actually am, based on my bullet RNG. Because my aim isn't perfect, I'm not going to deny it, but, like, some of these shots, it's just like, what do you mean? Also, that was horrible. Some of these shots, it's just like, are you serious with this bullet spread? The person with the 27 shots when I only needed 4 is like, every single shot was on target, and I was crouched and just gently moving left and right to line these shots up better and to, you know, dodge, and just the amount that missed was ridiculous. Like, I just want to have good bullet spread for once. I just never get good bullet spread. It's just not a thing that works for me. And the LMG, I swear, it's created so that bullets will intentionally miss. It's like the weapon isn't intentionally designed to only hit shot. Like, I think it's balanced in the way that it takes heavy or medium bullets, which, you know, you get less of those than you do small bullets. And it has a clip that takes a long time to reload. But I think it's also balanced in the way that you have to be in a place where you've got the thing on them, like, they're 100% in the zone of it being able to hit, just to make sure. Just to make it fair, they have to be in that, otherwise it's impossible to hit them. It's just the rule of the LMG. Because otherwise, I don't understand. Because the LMG is really sucky. Really sucky. Just because of that. Because if it's not designed to miss shots intentionally, then I'm sorry, but I don't believe you. I genuinely wouldn't believe them if they said that. Even if they show me proof, I'll be like, nah, I'm pretty sure it still does, because it's only the LMG, pretty much. Other guns, sure, I still get abysmal bullet spread, but nothing as bad as the LMG. The LMG fires so much faster, and its bullet spread isn't awful. I think it's like the same as the minigun, which hits way more frequently. And it just doesn't make sense to why the LMG is so bad from such close ranges. Because you can't use it long range, and you can't use it medium range. You can't even use it at, like, close range. You got to use it point blank for it to work, essentially. Or it just doesn't. It's an awful gun, in my opinion. and I wish they had gotten rid of that instead of like the crossbow, which is always a good alternative in my opinion at least, because like it was like, now I think about it, I've been thinking about maybe they're going to introduce like a new sniper soon, because we don't have a suppressed sniper in the game at the moment, and maybe it could be like the God, what's it called, the semi-auto, that's the one. Maybe it could be like semi-auto and have less damage but still be suppressed, and maybe even make it like a one-shot sniper that's suppressed but can only one-shot people in the head, and it's essentially a hunting rifle but better in that regard. Except I'd probably still take the hunting rifle, because hunting rifle strats, man, they're good. Don't know why I kept clicking. That was not smart. But yeah, hunting rifle strats are pretty OP. But I do not like. Well, I do like other snipers. Like, if I find a sniper, I'll take it. But you know, yeah. Like, it's just I don't want another sniper in the game that doesn't one-shot to the head. Even if it is suppressed and makes it so you can't hear where it's coming from. You know? Like, I don't know how they balance it. They could make it like the semi-auto but suppressed, but have like 2 shots or something, maybe 3 as its limit. Or just 2, so it's like you can't one-shot someone, but if you land both shots, it will knock them. Or something. Like, 1 headshot and a body shot will knock someone, maybe. I don't know, I'm trying to think of fair ways, because it just feels like the sort of weapon they're going to introduce soon. I don't know what it is, because I've called a lot of guns. Wouldn't it be nice if they brought in a golden and epic burst rifle? Yeah, they bring it in. Wouldn't it be cool if you could get a shotgun out of a chest? Heavy shotgun. Just, I call it, man. I call these things. So I'm next calling a new sniper, as much as we already have 3, but I can't see another place for many more things. They're currently bringing in backpacks, because they brought in the jetpack, and I think they're soon bringing in the storm tracker, which somebody, like, somehow, not somehow, but you know, they managed to record early in the jetpack update, because they put in the wrong thing, and they put in the storm tracker, and if you get it, you basically get to see where the next storm's going to be, which seems like it'd be quite a good late game to sort of see where to sort of post up so you don't have to move, but early game it just seems a bit like, but you could use it to outrun the storm easier, I guess. But once you see the storm after one has closed in, you have like 5 minutes to get into the zone, so you know, it just seems like a late game thing, but you know, it's an idea. Like, I'm looking for some new grenades soon, because Tilted is slowly repairing itself, as I think I've mentioned before. And I think at some point, since they've got the hop rocks in the back of a van at the moment at Tilted, so I assume at some point we're going to be getting that beautiful new possible grenade that's essentially a hop rock, which I hope has like an area effect. That'd be cool. So essentially, like all grenades, where, you know, they either explode and hurt things, or is like a boogie bomb and does an area of effect and will boogie anything in that area, and impulse grenades that, you know, impulse anything close. I hope they make one of those which you can use on you and your teammates, or on an enemy to throw them off, because that would be freaking cool, don't you think? Like, on an enemy, it wouldn't necessarily be helping them. Like, it could help them, stop them taking full damage and whatnot, but also, like, if they're trying to build, it can make building really difficult, you know? Hop rocks don't make building a simple task, because you could no longer just jump up one space to build a 1x1. You've got to sort of, you know, jump awkwardly. But either way, I just think that that's definitely going to be a thing that comes in soon. It's essentially Pokemon, but for hop rocks. You just catch a hop rock in a ball and you get to use it. That'd be a cool thing. Just a thing that allows you to collect hop rocks and use them at will. That'd be cool. Or just like I said, shorten it down to just being like a hop grenade. You know? Just something like that. Because it's definitely something's gonna come to the game, in my opinion. If they don't, it's like, why? And the new weapon, I think, is probably gonna be a suppressed sniper. Just a guess. Or we're gonna get something else explosive. But we did recently get the clingers, so I'm not sure about that. Because, like, we started this conversation by thinking about the crossbow, but like, what I was trying to say was, the crossbow was essentially the suppressed sniper. It's a long-range weapon. God damn it. Yeah, it's a long-range weapon that made no noise. So, that was essentially the suppressed sniper, in my opinion. And, god damn, I love the freaking crossbow. I'm gonna miss it, man. Like, why couldn't you have gotten rid of something else? There's so many things that you could have gotten rid of, but you got rid of the crossbow. Oh well. I will miss you, crossbow. I will miss you. I hope they bring it back, though. Because the vault, they've said, is a place where they put stuff and possibly bring it back later. I really hope they bring it back later. And also, the double pump is back, so no. So now they've essentially brought back the double pump, but now we have a draw out time for a lot of other weapons, which is slowing the game down, but basically encouraging double pumpers. Like, hey, there's no downside to double pumping, guys, but there is a downside to, you know, just using a pump shotgun if you're whipping it out quickly. And a lot of other guns as well, which is pretty bad. Because we've said before how you can't really do the edit trick anymore because it's just slowed down the game so much. So I don't know, man. It's pretty sucky. Pretty damn sucky. And I've had multiple moments today, to be honest, where I've headshot people and it's not actually dealt headshot damage. Because I had someone in one of our duos games, like I said, where I headshot someone and it didn't do anything. Like, they crouched into the headshot and it just did no damage. They still had 160 something health. Because pumps, well, just any gun is broken for headshots. It's very hard for headshots to register for some reason. Because I got a kill earlier with a tactical shotgun with apparently 157 damage headshot, and I'm like, I didn't even hit a headshot. Like, what do you mean? And I had a round where I was just teasing someone that was running around trying to get a gun. They go into a bathroom, grab a pistol. I dance at them just before they grab the pistol. Whip out the shotgun knowing they're going to be aggressive and try and kill me. Shoot straight in the head, because while I was dancing, I lined up the shot on the head. Fire it. It did like 30 damage. And I go back into the replay. The gun is aiming at the head, but the shots go down at their chest. And every one of them hit for 33. Or 30 something. Because, no, I think it was 37. So on 63 health. And I'm just like, but everything hit them. And tacticals, if everything hits, I think they do at least 60 or 70 damage. So that really sucked. I was not happy, to say the least, by that. Not happy. And like I said, the other one, I accidentally headshot someone even though it wasn't even on the head. So, you know, it's essentially rewarding me for not aiming, but when I do aim, it's punishing me. It's basically the opposite of what I needed. Which is not good. No, it is not. It is very bad, in fact. But what can I do? Because I guess I could start aiming next to people and seeing if it counts as a headshot. But I'd rather try and aim for the head and see if it works. Because otherwise it'll be like, well, you missed the shot, so you can't complain if it's not a headshot. But if you hit someone in the head and it doesn't count as a headshot, you can, you know, say, hey, why did that not one-shot this person? Like, I remember months ago, there was a clip of someone headshotting someone with a, I think a green or blue depending on which one was out then, because it was either the time when the green one was the best or the blue one was the best. But either way, it was the best shotgun. They headshot someone for 97, 95. Didn't count as a headshot. Point blank range. Perfectly on person. The person was just emoting like well played. And I think it's one of the most viewed Twitch clips for Fortnite as well. But the shot doesn't count as a headshot. But every single pellet hit. It just didn't class it as a headshot. And it's just like, what do you mean? I'm still getting this issue. Except sometimes I'm getting the issue where it counts as a headshot, but none of the pellets hit. But everything was on them. It makes no sense. And that doesn't make me very happy. But, oh well, that's okay, I guess. But yeah, Fortnite's been a bit of a butt. And now, another subject. We've been talking about that for like half an hour. Possibly a little less, but yeah. Isaac was a douche today as well. The daily of today was a pretty bad one. I used my Book of Belial on the first room, because I thought I could get hit on it. Then it was the world's smallest floor, so I literally had no chance to get a charge. It's a haunt fight. And the little haunts, there's no knockback for some reason. And then they kept me in an undodgeable position and just fire a shot at me and I die, because I couldn't kill him fast enough, and for some reason I had no knockback. So I ended up just playing with Azazel, trying to unlock a new character. I went to Hush, stupidly, and I died. Can't remember how I died. All I remember is I died. It wasn't very nice. And I had 9 lives. I just ended up leaving it, like, you know, there's no real point in playing this, because I did it with like 7 HP, because my range just sucked. Oh yeah, I remember how I died now. There was loads of enemies that I couldn't kill, because it gave me number 1 on my, what's it called? $3 bill. Yeah, it gave me number 1, so my range was ripped at the worst possible time. And he did continuum shots. I held it. I'm an idiot. But yeah, it's essentially like, okay, have fun not being able to dodge anything while you're not actually able to kill anything at the same time. Just the perfect storm to kill me was there, and as you could tell, it wasn't very nice. I should have just not bothered going there and just booked it and got the new character, because I really want to play the new character tomorrow. Even though it's not tomorrow now, think about it, it's the day after. But either way, I really want to unlock that character. And now we're going to have to try again, which I will not enjoy, because the unlock method is just stupid. And I hate it so much. And another round I had, God, that round sucked. Basically, I picked up the, what's it called? The something box. I forget what it's called. The blue box thing. What's it called? Oh my god. I can't remember what it's called. Either way, I picked up that box out of a red chest. Use some pills and get a telepills. Go back in the room. The item pedestal just disappears with my other item on it. It was there. It just disappears as soon as I enter the room. So I just sit there and just press R, because I was robbed, essentially. I pick up an item. The item's still there. I accidentally telepills out of the room and it disappears. And I was pretty mad because I had Cricket's head and everything, and yeah. Wasn't very nice. It was not nice at all. So, video games have not been too kind to me today. Geometry Dash has been a slight douche, but not too much. I guess Geometry Dash is probably one of the best games for me today. As much as I hate to say that, because, you know, Geometry Dash is usually the cruelest, but I guess it's just being nice because everything else has been mean. Trying to make you feel better or something. I don't know. Like, for once, Isaac was the worst. Fortnite was the second worst, and Jump Dash was the best. It's like literally flipping what it normally is, depending on how good Fortnite is. God damn it. I started clicking slower, and it started to go higher. I'm so confused. Because it makes no sense. That's literally the opposite of what it should do. Attempts are thinning. That's not good. It's gonna be a shorter video than last time by quite some time. Like, I've been really lazily talking, so I haven't really noticed the span of time. That was bad. But yeah, I haven't really noticed the span of time. So, you know, there's that. But we're okay. We're okay. After this, I'm gonna just probably get a little bit of food and then go to sleep. Because me and Andy have to take her kitten back to the vets for her checkup. Because, you know, last time she went, she got her baby maker. Well, she made it so it can't make babies anymore. I'm dying in all the dumbest ways. I was clicking on that one, but, you know, the game doesn't want me to keep going, so I won't keep going. 80%, we made progress. I'm happy about it. So for now, I hope you guys enjoyed the video and hope you did well on this daily, which is not a daily. I hope you did. I hope you still enjoy the series. God, let me restart. Rewind. That was the rewind noise. Hope you guys enjoyed the video and I hope you still enjoy this series. I'm enjoying it. I enjoyed today. I'll see you guys next time. See ya.